What's up YouTube, back here again with another video, and today I'm going to show you kind of the unboxing, first look, and install, kind of how to install of the Riot controller, the Hype Train Riot controller from Rotor Riot. Alright, so this board, you've probably seen it around. It's a DYS board, alright? It's a DYS F4 Pro, basically with a customized layout, and they decided to soft mount the gyro up here. But it's made by DYS, so it's pretty much the same deal. It's got the DYS target and all that other good stuff. It's set up for the jelly grommets, which is in the package. We'll get to that in a second. For soft mounting, so it's double soft mounted. So I'm going to hard mount it to the quad because you don't need 3 times soft mounting on that. But anyway, current sensing, it's an all-in-one board, so it's got your PDB, your OSD, all your good stuff that's current and relevant. All right, it's got also a 4-in-1 ESC port there, so you can just wire that guy up. It also comes with a few wire leads. Looks like there's two different styles, and then one that dead ends just to wires, so you can plug it in and then just have wires, or vice versa. So that's cool. You get your XT60 lead here. I like the black, pretty good. You get your pack of nylon standoffs and things, and your rubber grommets for the corners, and you get a buzzer as always with DYS. The one great thing about this guy, so let's move this stuff over to the side here, is you get a full blown up schematic, which I love. Every flight controller should just do this, so we don't have to guess where everything goes. So that's awesome. Alright, without further ado, we're pretty much going to bust right into this. We're not going to waste too much time. But you get all the stuff that you could possibly need for a basic situation. There's PPM, RSSI, ground. You got your buzzer there, your RX, UART3, UART1 inverted for S-Bus, UART1 normal, so that's going to be for like Crossfire or whatever, iBus. There's a 5-volt jumper and a ground jumper. Okay. We're going to have to select here on this jumper bus here, because I want S-Bus, so this is going to tell it which one of these pads to use. And then the front here has all our camera stuff. 5-volt ground cam, 9-volt ground, 9-volt, so it's going to have a 9-volt regulator for your video. BTX is UART6 for smart audio, and there you go. Now I'm using an XM Plus, so I'm not going to worry about smart port, but I imagine with smart port, it says smart port UART3. It's only got 3 UARTs, so once you use one for your receiver, you only got 2 left, so you're kind of limited for UARTs, but that's the same with the DYS. For me, not a problem. I have an XM Plus, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to run up TBS Smart Audio and the receiver, so it should be pretty simple. Now I'm using this as a all-in-one with PDB. Let's jump right in. I will add my XT60 on here. I will get set up to connect it to the board, or to the quad, and we will pop back here in a second. Okay, so we're back. So now I got the gummies in here in the corner. Okay, we got the XT60 on here, and because this is a side mount, this is the front facing forward. This is the front of my quad. I figured I'd go nice and short, and then I can just loop my battery cable over. Now I really like how they kind of did this horseshoe shaped thing here. They sit in nice and flush, and I still have a good amount of space over here to add my cap wires on. So we got that running. I got those waffles cap, whatever the hell they're called. Those things are awesome. That's a topic for another day. So this is how I'm going. These are the included screws, and then the included pieces here but there's only 4 screws, so I had to get another set of screws. So once we put this on here, and we can just go right down into the board and then right into the little piece and hold that down and just give it a little bit of tension, not too much, so we can still get the soft mounting. I'll just put the 2 screws in there for now. Now, your next step for this, once you get this all kind of figured out, I guess we're going to start soldering on our ESCs, just to get those out of the way. So I'll do one here, and then I will do the rest. So we'll just prep these up as always. So we got, this says voltage negative over here. So we're gonna have to cross these a little bit. All right, and then we got, all right, that's a good joint. And then we got V positive right there. I'll just give that a little bend. All right, check that out. That looks pretty good. And then we'll hook up our signal. Now this is again set up for stock Betaflight, standard Betaflight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got our signal right here, and we got signal ground next to that. So if you just want to run your signal ground wire over to there, you can. Now I had this on another build, so we don't need this extension. So this is my ESC3 signal, which I switched out to a nice silicone wire. I hate those plastic wires. And we'll kind of just wrap this over the screw. Probably more than we really need. And we'll tuck those down. So there you go. You pretty much get the point. All right, I'm going to do the other 4, and then we'll stop back. Okay, so we're back. I got all the ESCs wired up now, right? We did the first one, so you just follow the same suit all around. Now the next thing I want to do is put my receiver on, connect it, and start to do some first step verifications before we go putting the camera system in and all that other good stuff. So see in the back, right? We got to do this jumper, and then we have our receiver pins here at the back. So what that's going to want to make me do is have, even though my XM Plus is right here, so I have the wires kind of coming back, so they're all underneath, and then once I connect it, I'll tuck it all the way under there, and I got some sticky tape underneath there. So these wires come around and wrap to their location. So let's do the jumper. All right. You can see right there we got the S-bus jumpered from the center to the S-bus. And then we need to look at this, and we're going to need RX1 inverted, so the 3rd pad on the back row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we skip a space, and we got 5 volt and then ground. So 5 volt, and then ground is right here. Alright, so we got signal. Five volt and ground. Alright, so there we go. Now the receiver's connected. Kind of tuck this back up under all the way. See, the tape's already getting it. Alright. And then I like to run my antennas out this way. Although I do have this, so maybe